All right, everybody, welcome into another edition of Silver Linings Podcast. I'm Adam. Next to me is Rex. We're excited. This isn't a full podcast, but it is an announcement and then some extras. So let's start with the announcement. This coming weekend in Idaho, there'll be a meet and greet and a live broadcast, which I will not be there in person, but I will be there on video. Rex will actually be there in person with guests. So let's talk about it this coming weekend. What is everybody's plans, Rex?
Well, hopefully their plan is to be with us. We'd like to meet as many people as we can in the Rexburg area. We will be in Rexburg, but we have changed the day. We've been telling people to mark their calendars for Friday. This is a change. It's going to be Saturday. Rexburg is such a happening place. All the meeting rooms were booked for Friday.
Of course, everybody knows that. Friday night at Rexburg, that is it.
And we don't do things ahead of time far enough to get a place in that line, and so we couldn't find a place for Friday. However, Jana, a very kind, wonderful optimist, offered her home for us to do the meet and greet in. How's that for generous?
Super nice. Well, it's Rexburg. I mean, that's what the people there are super nice.
Just great people. Well, Jana in particular, but I thought we like Jana. We can't do that. What if too many people show up?
What if somebody spills Kool-Aid on the couch?
What if I spill Kool-Aid on the couch is the most likely. And so
well, why are you drinking the Kool-Aid in Rexburg, Rex? Let's not do that while
that's
you're there.
A good point right there. That's
okay,
a good point. There's too much of that Kool-Aid going around in that.
Yes.
So anyway, thank you, Jana, for offering. And Jana looked for other places for us. Our friend Janine as looked for places, tracked one down for us. We have one for Saturday. So change of date. We won't be doing this Friday. On Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So for y'all in Arizona, Adam,
3 to 5. I've already written it in my phone. I know we're Pacific now. I understand that.
You nailed it. So yeah, you're aligned with Pacific. So from 4 to 6, we will be in the American by Wyndham, like America in American by Wyndham. It's right there by Applebee's. So if you need to GPS it and can't remember American, you'll remember Applebee's, same parking lot, I guess. That's where we'll be from 4 to 6. 4 o'clock, awesome. The meet and greet starts. Adam will be there on the screen, so the people there can even stop in and say hi to Adam on the screen. And the live podcast will start at 4:30 and will go about an hour. Then we'll wrap up when we finish, and we'll need to be on the road at 6. I'm going to be with one of the guests. There are going to be a few guests at the podcast.
I know, I've heard. There's a surprise guest. There's other guests too that are actually hopefully going to be there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be in Rexburg with Lauren Matthias from Hidden True Crime. There's some interviews we want to do there with people, so we're both going to be there in town, and she'll be there at the meet and greet as a guest too. And so we're hoping the Hidden Gems will come, and we'll have a good mix of optimists and hidden gems. We know some people are both, but even the people that aren't both, we want to come around. But we'll still do a live podcast. So even those of you in Australia, South Africa, Europe, you can still join us for the live 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time this coming Saturday, the 16th.
And I don't want any excuses on these like comments on YouTube. Oh, you guys did a live. How come I didn't know about it? No, you know about it. We're talking about it, and you better get a notification. And we like it when you're on the live. That way you can ask questions while we're on the live. So if you don't have plans this Saturday, or if you do have plans, change them so you can be part of our live. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah. So in addition to Lauren Matthias, which we'll bring on the live too, as our guest, we've invited Nate Eaton. I hope he'll be able to show up. He's been a wonderful support for all of us, actually. And then Janine has told us there are going to be 2 surprise guests there, so we're looking forward to finding out who they are.
Yeah. Well, I think I know, but I don't know if I know. So we'll know Saturday though.
I
I
don't
can't
think you
wait.
know now.
Really?
Yeah, she said it's not Kay and Larry.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was Larry. Gosh. What other surprise could it be?
Yeah, I don't think it's Nate because it's someone that needs to stay overnight there. So,
Gosh, I don't know who it'd be. Well, I can't wait. Now I have something to look forward to on Saturday.
all right.
All right, so that's the announcement. I do want to mention this. Last Tuesday, Rex and I did a podcast, and I kind of went on a rant about a somebody in a situation that I had at work at pickleball and how to deal with this woman's emotions and what she said to me and all those things. And there were so many comments of things that I didn't even think of at the time. A lot of people were supportive and said, "Oh, well, you did everything you could," but other people were like, "Hey, you could have handled it like this," and said, "Well, let's do this and this." And I just read a bunch of them and I was like, why didn't I think of these things at the time?
Excellent.
Great. So many great comments and advice. And I think our podcast is about sharing experiences and sharing advice or things that you've been through. And so that's the silver lining here for me is if I have a problem or I need some advice or help, putting it on a post or talking about it on the podcast and getting all the optimists to come through and share their own life experience has really helped me, and not just on this, but in a lot of different things in the last 6 months. And I feel like it's helped other people too
Mhm.
that have posted on Facebook or even on YouTube, and we've interviewed some of our optimists too that I know for sure has touched other people and helped other people. So, thank you. I'm just saying thank you for giving me some. Now, if that ever happens to me again, I know exactly how I'm going to handle it. I mean, see, this is what we're doing. We're learning and growing. That's what I tell my pickleball people. You're learning and growing.
Very good. And we do have, I just want to say, we have wonderful optimists. We get so much just goodness, positivity, so many silver linings on here. It's just wonderful. And frankly, Adam and I would have done our 10 podcasts and been done had it not been for that factor, for y'all saying, hey, this is helping, and you're helping each other. And so we're providing the platform. We're glad to do that. Keep helping each other, keep encouraging each other, keep encouraging us. Adam, doesn't it make a difference? People that are saying, hey, this is helping me, please keep going. We listen to that. That's why we're still here.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody participating. And I invite you to invite your friends or anybody that you think is lonely or somebody that maybe is going through a really difficult time and doesn't, want to talk to a counselor or whatever it is. I just feel, and Rex and I have said, we're not therapists. We're not trying to act like therapists. We're not saying that this is therapy, but it's positive. And everything about being positive is it helps me heal and it might help other people heal too. So invite people to our podcast, our Facebook group, and see. And if they don't like it, they can leave and whatever, but at least invite people that you come across that think, oh, I've invited so many people that I coach and talk about pickleball with, and they're like, oh, I didn't even know this exists because they're telling me things that happened in their life. I was like, well, this podcast may help you or may not help you, but you may want to check it out. That's how I approach it because that's how I honestly feel about it.
And me too. So no podcast this week, or this is our podcast for the week. So
That's it. That's
no
good. It's
regular
short and
podcast.
sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Well,
we
and go see Rex in Idaho and support the live and also the meet and greet.
yeah, if you're in the area or have a plane and can fly in and want
Somebody sent me a message. One of our optimists sent me a message, and she said, "What color are your eyes? Are they? I guess they're brown." And I said, "Well, actually, they're hazel. There's some days they're green, some days there's brown, whatever. I don't really like my hazel eyes." But she was like, "That's great to know." She was making you and I some kind of a a present, which you and I, are grateful if people want to do that for us. But So apparently she's going to give you, Rex, your present and my present, and she needed to know the color of my eyes. So I have no clue what's coming, but you're going to get, and they're traveling to see you to do this. So yeah,
Wow.
thank you. I already pre-told her. I said, Super sweet. Thank you for doing that. I don't know what it is, but you know, you don't have to do anything like that.
Yeah, we don't encourage presents, but when people are so generous and they give us presents, we're just very, very grateful that
Yeah.
it's one of those, oh no, please stop. But
Yeah.
we
Right.
are
Right.
grateful. Certainly aren't looking for that. But thank you. It's a wonderful community. We love y'all.
Yep. All right. So we'll see you guys in Idaho this Saturday. Make sure you're there. And watching all over the world, wherever you're watching, make sure you tune into our podcast live this Saturday, 4 to 6 Mountain Time.
See you then.